Mark Hamill is a guy who has complete TDS. He is obsessed with politics, and it's to his own detriment. He continues to talk about it over and over again. And it's interesting, this double standard that seemingly exists at Lucasfilm and at Disney for people that compare others to something that happened in 1940s Germany. If you think on one side of the political aisle, that's fine. If you're Mark Hamill, if you're Pedro Pascal, that's completely fine. But Gina Carano puts something out there that gets wildly twisted by everyone, and they fucking fire her over it. They cancel her. They put out this disgusting statement. This is garbage. This is what Mark Hamill said. It's from Bounding into Comics. Mark Hamill mocks new Donald Trump cards and compares them to Nazi Germany. And we're talking about this tweet right here. And I immediately retweeted this, said TDS is a real thing. Because Mark Hamill, Donald Trump is not on Twitter. There's no reason that Mark Hamill needs to even be hearing or talking or anything about Donald Trump ever. And in fact, this was in October. I bookmarked this because I remembered when he said this because I knew he was lying. I'm counting the days till this election is over so I can try to ignore politics and go back to tweeting showbiz trivia, toddlers laughing, and heartwarming animal rescue videos like this one. Well, almost a year later, Donald Trump no longer the president. Donald Trump been deplatformed by nearly every person on social media. And what is Mark Hamill talking about? Still Trump. He says it's not an official former guy item. He can't even bring himself to say the words Trump while he's talking about him, unless it contains at least one misspelling and or Third Reich imagery. This is obviously a fickle. And what he's talking about is some mock-ups that got sent out in a private email. It's not something that was going to print or anything, just some mock-ups for different designs and asking like these Save America members. Obviously, there's a misspelling there, a fickle card. And then the eagle, he says, is Third Reich imagery. Heaven forbid an eagle be used anywhere, say on like the presidential seal or on numerous military outfits. This is fucking dumb, but this is where Mark Hamill is at right now. This is a Disney Lucasfilm employee, evidently, considering his appearance in The Mandalorian. His posters are putting out there with Baby Yoda, and he can't stop talking about Trump, can't stop comparing him, and you would have to assume by tacit inclusion his supporters, likening them to Nazis. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't catch all of that because the reception was a little wonky, but I know the basic points you're trying to make, and people got mad at me when I basically said I'm done with Mark Hamill forever over on my D-Day Cobra channel. This was back when he posted those pictures of Melania Trump when she was First Lady, and it's just the guy is gone. He's absolutely gone. You can like what he did in Star Wars. I do, but he's gone. He's a garbage human being. He's a terrible person. That's just all there is to it.
Yeah, and I think the most frustrating thing is that double standard. Like we said, when you have people like Pedro Pascal putting this out there, comparing Trump voters to Nazis. Now you have Mark Hamill out there tweeting, comparing people to Nazis. Yet, as soon as Gina Carano says one thing, even associated with anything that happened in Germany or in Europe in the 40s and late 30s, all of a sudden she gets fired. That's completely off limits. How dare you? While you have these other people at Lucasfilm continuing to talk about this type of trash. It just shows you there is a double standard, and it's all based on your political ideology. That is disgusting, and I don't understand how people continue to get excited for Disney Star Wars and anything coming forward in Disney Star Wars while this type of attitude exists there, so blatant and so clear.
Yeah, I have not watched Bad Batch. I won't watch Bad Batch. I haven't watched anything Star Wars since I fired Gina. I just have no faith in not a single person in that company. I have not, and that includes Favreau and Filoni. I have no faith in any person at that company after what happened with Gina. And, Mark Hamill can get away with it. Pedro can get away with it. All of the blue-haired whales that write for StarWars.com can get away with it. But Gina can't. It's just bullshit.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why this idea of her returning to Disney triumphantly is so laughable, because could you imagine them hiring her with the way all of their employees, like the things that they said when she left, the things that they did when she left. I can't imagine that happening. And I can't imagine that she wants to go back there to work with people like that without some legitimately public apology where they get on her knees and say, we take back everything we said about you. Please come back. And I don't see that happening from Disney. But fuck Mark Hamill. He's literally a piece of shit. Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.